So hello guys and welcome back. I've got some really exciting news. I'm just like, I can't believe it. So in last week's video, I showed you the gardener's cottage and I talked about how I wanted to restore it and how I was going to do it inspired by Beatrix Potter's house, Hilltop in the Lake District. How I wanted to make it really old fashioned and vintage, the way it would have been, and to kind of preserve it for the future. Well, that's something I thought I would be doing in maybe a year's time, maybe 2 years' time. It's going to happen starting now, because I set up a GoFundMe page to help to restore this building. And I didn't think anyone would donate. I set it up because somebody messaged me privately and said that they would like to donate to restore the gardener's cottage. So I set up the GoFundMe page. I didn't mention it in the video. I just put a link in the description. So for the last week, people have been donating towards the restoration of this gardener's cottage. And so far, these amazing people that I have never met, that I am so thankful to, have so far, between all of you, have raised 30% of the cost to restore this building. So that means instead of waiting a few years for it to be done up, it's going to start now. And I am just so thankful to all the people that donated, because you have saved this building. So what we've raised through the GoFundMe, I'm going to put a few thousand of my own money towards it. The sponsored video I did, that came to $2,000 for the June's Journey sponsor. I haven't received that yet, but when I do, I'm going to put that towards what we've raised so far. It's going to be almost 6,000 euros towards restoring this cottage. So I just can't believe it. We are going to start doing this up now, like tomorrow. First of all, we need to go into the cottage and we need to take out all of the stuff that's been stored in there for years that doesn't need to be in there. And we're going to start stripping out all the old damaged plaster on the walls, the ceiling that's collapsing in the top floor, anything that can't be saved, we are going to take it out and assess what needs to be done. So thanks to you guys, this is going to happen, and you'll see the restoration of this building from start to finish over the course of the next year. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, because you have made another one of my dreams come true, and I'll always be eternally grateful for that. So thank you. And you saved the cottage. It's not going to fall down anymore, which is great. Like, I've been worrying about this building for months, seeing that crack in that wall getting bigger and bigger. So it's going to be saved, and that's down to you. So thank you so much. Okay, well, really good news. We've finished the staircase and it looks amazing. It took long enough, but I'm glad that it's finally finished. So all I need to do now is put back the huge pair of curtains. So I've got to get up the scary ladder again, but that's no problem. I need to get the curtains, so should we go and get them? We only got a slight problem with the curtains. We've got a lovely white cat called Calliope. Very beautiful she is, but she loves to lay on the bottom of the curtains and pull all of her fur out, white fur. So these are going to need to be shaken off outside. I've tried hoovering the cat hair off the curtains before. It doesn't come off with a hoover very well, but if you shake them, it just seems to just come off the velvet without any problems. So I might take this outside just quickly and see if I can shake it off without getting it even more dirty. Well, I can't put them on here, they're going to get filthy. The thing is, we took them down last time and they were so dusty, we didn't even clean them off. Just put them in a pile. Well, it's getting most of the cat hair off. Right, I think that's good enough. Bill, can you put your foot on this ladder while I go up?
I will.
I don't want to end up dead over a pair of curtains. There's much more interesting ways to kill yourself. Falling off a ladder is not one of them.
Well, it's nice and secure behind there, but if I put my foot on it like that, there we go.
No. No, 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 no.
Wrong way round.
This is the wrong curtain. Look, the gold edge goes on the inside.
We need to get the other one then.
So, let's get rid of that. Other curtain. Yeah, well, we don't need those yet. We'll leave the tie backs till later.
So what are you doing now, Michael?
Well, there's no point in me going outside to shake this curtain off. I can just hang it out the window. There we go. It's good. I think that's got most of the dust off of it. Try not to fall out the window. All good. Right, well, we normally use these beautiful old rope tie backs to hold the curtains back, like this. Well, they're still a bit dusty, these, but I'm sure it'll all settle. Normally like this. They look quite nice, but I think upstairs we've got something a lot nicer. Some beautiful old gilt brass hooks that go on the walls. So we'll go and have a look and see if there's any nice ones up there. We need to find a pair. If we find a pair, we'll put those up instead. If not, we'll just use these like we used to, but let's go and have a look. Do you think they're nice, Billy?
Oh, they're really nice, aren't they?
They're sort of like Rococo designs with shells on.
They're quite good quality ones, so I think we'll definitely use those.
Well, there's a pair. I mean, normally you can't use these in a bedroom because most rooms have 2 windows. So you need 2 pairs so that they match. But we've got lots of just sets of 1 pair. So it'd be nice to put them on the staircase because we only need 2.
Excellent.
Right, let's go and take these down. But how do we put them on the wall? They just literally, they only have one screw hole there, or they have a hook that must hook onto that. So what do you do? Do you just put
a screw in each one?
Just put a screw in each one. Okay, well we need a screw. Do you have a brass one with like a, like an old-fashioned, just one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure I've got something somewhere.
Yeah, because we don't like to use the modern Phillips head screws that have got like a cross. They look really modern, and in the old days, the old vintage ones, they always just had like a little straight line across them. So if we can use them wherever possible, it looks more authentic.
Yeah.
I actually think these were.
You mean something that isn't like that? With the
Yes.
Phillips head, yeah, that looks
Yeah,
terrible.
no, that's terrible. Who put that on there? Was that you, Billy?
I did.
Right, that's done. They've got a bit of a swing on them, but it doesn't really matter. So should we see if they work? So, the idea is just sort of scoop them through like that, and then you can sit and pose them as much as you want, and they can hang at an angle, you see, which is probably why they've only got 1 screw hole. I didn't think of that. They look quite nice actually. As you can see there, just hangs like that. And you can drape them all nicely, however you want, be as fancy as you like. We don't really shut these curtains very often unless it's a really cold night, so usually they're just posed like that. But what we did do when we first put them up is we actually connected the curtains in the centre. But the problem is with that, it doesn't let much light into the entrance hall. So what we've done this time is we just left them so that they go to the second support, which holds the curtain pole on. And I need to make a pelmet that goes along the top, which will hide the curtain pole. But I might need Stephanie's help for that because she's really good at making pelmets and things for curtains and I haven't got a clue. So for now, we'll just leave it like that. But I think they look nice. They look really good actually, those. Yep. After about 4 weeks, the grand staircase is finally finished. It's all been sanded back to the bare wood. It's had 2 coats of varnish and it looks gorgeous. I think it's time I treated you to a bit of staircase B-roll. So here it is. Hope you enjoy it. So I've just popped round to Philip and Angelina's chateau. And this is an absolutely stunning chateau. Although unfortunately, that half of it, which used to be there, was demolished. Because as you can see, this chateau's got huge, huge windows. And one of the previous owners, well, he didn't want to pay his window tax. Oh, that's a dog. Lightning! You guarding the gate? Yeah. So the previous owner, he didn't want to pay his window tax. So what he did is he knocked down half the chateau and halved his tax. Quite an unusual approach, but we've still got this half of it and it's lovely. Angelina in her natural habitat.
The wildling eating floor.
And here we have Angelina's Maximus sniffing an indigenous flower.
An indigenous person.
Look at that, it smells nice. So do you want to explain why we're here today, Angelina?
I don't know why we're here today. Well, no, actually. It's like the first week of relaxation of the lockdown. So we're allowed out and to have friends, which is quite cool.
I know, I've actually left the chateau and started to socialise.
So you left one chateau to come to another.
Yeah, I did.
Small world. But yeah, we're gonna do something today. We need to install a window into our chapel.
Yeah.
Window glass. We need to cut glass basically.
Yeah.
It's just MDF or something in there, and it's looking rather sad. So that's what we're gonna do. Do a little bit of chapel rescue.
Chapel rescue for chateau rescue.
Yeah. Then
So what's this, Angelina?
It's my new sign.
I love it.
I know, thanks. It's still drying, so it's not ready to be put out as yet, because I just want like extra long drying curing time for it before it goes up.
So what, is it wood?
Yeah, old tabletop.
Oh wow.
Because you know everything's on a budget.
So what, you chiseled this out?
Yeah.
And painted it gold?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Thanks. Exploring my skills. I'm really pleased with that. This is like amazing.
So are you going to put it outside the gate?
Yeah, outside, yeah. So that people, like, instead of seeing this big sign, they're going to see a huge one and can have no excuse to miss us.
Yeah, they won't miss that.
No. Okay, so most of these seeds are like from 2016, or to be sown by 2016.
Oh, okay.
That my mum gave me, and I never did plant them. This has been a long project. Anyway, so look, they've survived.
Yeah.
And this is kale. Do you like kale?
Oh, I love kale.
Yeah.
You gave me some purple kale seeds, didn't you? Ages ago.
Probably.
I've still got them.
Okay.
I didn't plant them though.
They'll probably come through, to be honest. But yeah, I've got lots, and
Yeah.
it's really tender, this variety. It's called Red Russian.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you want, please take.
Well, a couple of years ago, I gave Angelina a couple of baby chili plants, didn't I?
They survived until only last year.
Well, yeah, and
So, yeah.
my chili plants, I put them in the greenhouse, and obviously over the winter I didn't water the greenhouse, so my plants died, but they were the best and the most spiciest chilies ever, and I would really like to grow some more of them. So Angelina is my seed bank. So there they are, and these are super spicy bird's eye chilies.
I mean, this
got
is
more
probably
seeds.
50, so I expect to walk into your greenhouse in about a month's time, and then it's all
Oh, a
green.
month?
Yeah, I'm being optimistic.
I might have some chilies by Christmas for you.
That'll be great, yeah.
So thank you very much.
You can open a Nando's.
There you go.
That's what you're going to do, guys. Well, we're going to cut a piece of glass for the window in the chapel.
Yeah.
So there's a window in your chapel, right?
Yeah.
And a piece of glass has fallen out in a storm.
We need to put that in because the rain's getting in and ruining the chapel. So the glass cutting is done by a glass cutter thing.
It's got a tungsten bit on it, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know the technical name.
So you basically score the glass, which
Yeah.
leaves a groove, which gives it a sort of somewhere that when you put pressure on it, it will crack.
Yeah.
In where you put the score.
It looks like a pen.
It does look like a bit. That piece of metal on there is harder than the glass, so it will scratch it. You could do this, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I think probably the best thing I should do is if I
Hold
hold
it,
the ruler.
yeah. That'll be so useful. I'll hold on this side.
Right, so put that against the ruler.
All right.
Go.
Oh, that's a horrid sound. Oh, good.
Yeah, so what you need to do now is put your piece of glass near the edge of the table.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Okay.
I'll hold the glass and you
Oh yeah,
very
okay,
carefully
fine.
just go. And it
Alright.
should
3, 2.
go.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Go.
Oh God, this is.
Yeah, I think it worked really well, Angelina. Success, high five.
Let's go get another glass. Right. Oh, that's such a shame.
Angelina,
It's like,
you've done it now.
I suppose we can if we want to.
I would now go along here.
Well, I could put two of these rulers underneath.
I think it's just.
You know what I'm worried about is that because it's, see, that's like, it's just hanging off here. It might
You could turn it
potentially-
over and do it the other way.
Yeah, but it has a school here.
I'll hold it there. You hold it there. Where's the scorer?
Yeah. This is a bigger piece as well. Thank God.
Just be bold.
Oh God. Alright, and the rest we'll just do with these pliers.
Yep.
Oh, thank God. On, Michael.
darling.
Woohoo! Well done.
And we only smashed one piece.
We're
Professionals.
We're pros at this.
Professionals.
We're good first time. Bees love this bush that I have here. It's got lovely blue flowers and it smells amazing. I wish you could smell it.
I can smell it from here. It's beautiful.
And the bees just absolutely surround it for months on end. So I guess in a way it's the first bit of nectar that they can get.
Yeah, I saw the bees all over it earlier and butterflies with all pollen all stuck to their knees, and they seem quite happy with it. But if any of the viewers know what this is, we haven't got a clue, so please tell us, because it's lovely. Phil, Angelina, tell us about your YouTube channel.
Let me see. It's just a simple little channel about our chateau life here, the highs, lows, and I guess the reality of living in a chateau.
Yep.
Same like everyone else, I guess, in a way, but every chateau is different and our life is certainly complicated by the moat surrounding the chateau,
Yeah.
which doesn't always make any restorations or repairs easy. So we always have to think outside the box.
What's the channel called?
Our channel is called Chateau Life.
So everyone go and look for Chateau Life on YouTube, and you post one video a week?
One video a week, and Wednesdays, assuming internet allows.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, go and check out Chateau Life on YouTube.
Woo!
We're home. Well, we've just taken a walk into the forest because my dad said a huge tree came down and we had a massive storm last night, loads and loads of really strong wind. Well, as you can see, this tree has completely uprooted itself. But I mean, by the looks of it, there isn't really much of a root system on it. The problem is here, I think this tree's grown on bedrock, so it's not really had much of a hold, and a bit of strong wind has pulled it down. But look at the size of the root system, it's massive. Well, it's made a right mess of this tree here, look. Well, that one was dead anyway. It's huge. Massive tree.
Actually, some of the trees that were here before, they've already been cut up for logs. We've got a pile of logs there and 2 more piles of logs there. So they'll all go to heat the chateau. But they need seasoning first. And soon to be joining them will be this great big monster. It's a tall tree. It would have been tall like these ones here. I wonder if there's any more trees down. Let's have a look. Another tree down there, look. The roots are a bit deep on that one. What kind of tree was this one? Beech. Yeah, beech. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll show you. There's a tree down here, a beech tree with a carving on it. Really old carving. So let's go and have a look at that. Now on the back of this tree is a carving. So it was carved by Antonia, whoever Antonia is. And it looks like a castle. And the date there says, looks like 1967. And this one's 19... I can't even make it out. Let's take this ivy off. Have a look. So that one says 1957. So people have been adding dates to it over the years. Well, there's lots more trees that have fallen over, but I think this one's fallen over a long time ago. Another tree. It's ready to be chopped up for firewood. Look at that one. It's a huge tree. It's knocked another one down as well by the looks of it. So when the big one fell, it hit this smaller tree, took that with it. There's also, in this woods, there is a little junk pile. Where is it? Is that over there? So over the years, people from the chateau have been taking all of their rubbish and dumping it in the woods. So let's go and have a rummage and see what we can find. Oh yeah, another tree. Well, someone's tried to cut into that one with a chainsaw and not had much success by the looks of it. It's been dead too long. It's hard to cut up when it's dry. Ah, this can't be it, can it? Oh yeah, this is it. Look, this is the old rubbish tip. Well, it's a bit overgrown since the last time we were here. It's an old yeah, an old water tank.
There's bike and an old pram.
Yeah. Bits of old metal. A hose. Not really sure. Oh, it's an old bike here, look. It's an old jerry can there, look. That's still usable, that. They must have thrown it away for a reason. They must have a hole in it or something, but... I wonder what else there is that's interesting. There's an old pram there. I'm sure there's more behind this tree as well somewhere. Oh, what's this? Ah, it's an old chicken feeder. No lid on it. What's down here? Another pram. Lots of prams. Aha, what's this? An old bucket there. Look at the old bucket. Well, that's why they didn't want it anymore. I've seen about 4 prams so far. Look, there's the wheels from one.
Well, there you go. You'd never know it was here unless somebody told you, because it's well hidden. An old iron bar there for something. No idea what that's for. Probably an old fence post. So there you go. Treasure can be found in the most unlikely of places.